folks, 64-bit Math here with another pickup video. Now for this one, I got all this stuff in Winnipeg. My wife, son, and I recently did a Winnipeg trip. And yeah, I was lucky enough to get to hang out with the ThriftDwellers again, Nate and Lester. And for those of you that have been with my channel for a while, you probably know them because the ThriftDwellers and I have collabed a bunch before. But if for some reason you don't know them, I'll leave a link to their channel in the description below. Make sure you guys check them out. They have an excellent channel. They're two of the nicest guys on YouTube. And yeah, you definitely won't be disappointed. But yeah, they were kind enough to show me around again. It seems every time I go in there, they are kind enough to show me different game hunting spots and help me find deals. And I think we had a successful day trip again because I got a bunch of stuff I needed. And both Nate and Lester found some really good deals that they were happy with too. So yeah, I'll show you what I got. But make sure you keep an eye on their channel to see what they got. Also, I didn't take my camera with me that day. I actually forgot it here in Brandon. So I don't have any footage. But what I'll do is when they post their video up for that day, I'll just attach this one as a video response so that you guys can easily find their video and watch all the footage from that day. Because, yeah, as mentioned, I think we all found some really good stuff that we were pretty happy with. So, but yeah, I'll jump into what I got. There's some stuff from a pawn shop, some of the indoor flea markets, as well as some stuff from Nate. Now, with Nate, him and I, whenever we meet up and go game hunting together, we usually, that stuff that we found throughout our time apart, that we think the other person would enjoy, we pick it up and then we kind of do like these mini care packages. So I had found some stuff for him, I gave it to him, and he had found some stuff that I needed. So very happy that he was kind enough to give this to me. There's three things. First up that he gave me is a trimmer pack plus. It looks a bit ripped, but actually that's just sticker residue, so when I clean that off it'll be a fair bit better. I just haven't had a chance to do that. But this one's nice. It comes with the rumble pack as well as a memory card. And the nice thing about these aftermarket ones is you can use both at the same time. So yeah, it's kind of cool having it box complete. And he knows I'm a big fan of the N64, so I appreciate that. Next up is he also knows I'm going for a complete in box N64 collection, which Lester was kind enough to give me the idea that I should go for a complete in box N64 collection, so thanks again, Lester. But yeah, Nate's been really good at helping me work towards that goal. He's found me some games, some boxes, stuff like that, so he's been very supportive. And again, he found me another game complete in box that I needed, and that is All-Star Baseball 2000. Really great shape, fully complete. It's got the manual of the game. I won't pull it all out. But yeah, one more off the 296, so very happy with that. And the last game that, or the last thing I should say, that he got me is Pokemon Stadium 2. Now I'm very happy with this. He was kind of surprised that I still needed it, but yeah, I just never run across this game locally for some reason. So I was very happy that he helped me get it. So again, another game closer to having a N64 complete collection. So thanks, bud. So yeah, Nate was kind enough to give me those three things. So kudos to you, buddy. Now the rest of the stuff, I believe, is from P&P Games, which is a game store in Winnipeg. Two pawn shops and one of the indoor flea markets. So I'll start with P&P Games because I only got 2 games there, the game store, and they were charging $5 a piece, which I thought was fair for these ones, so I picked them up because I needed them still. They are Automobili Lamborghini. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Automobili Lamborghini. But clean title, clean back, and it was $5. So for that price, I figured why not grab it. And then the other game I got from there is Extreme G 2. I do have Extreme G, the first one, complete in box. So happy to get the cartridge for this one, and I believe I have the manual. So now I just need a box for it. So happy to pick it up for $5. I figured for that price I couldn't really go wrong. Next, I got some stuff from an indoor flea market. It's 5 N64 games, all loose, but a lot of these I do have the box for already, so now I'll have them, and some I have the manual for too, so by buying loose cartridges I do have some of them boxed complete now, so happy with that. First up for $5 is Mia Hamm Soccer 64. Not a crazy game, but one that I do have the box manual for, so happy to have it complete. Again, now I have this one complete, and that is Bassmasters 2000. It's the blue cart. I believe the gray cart is harder to find, but for $5 I was happy to grab it. Another $5 deal that I already have the box for is Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey 98. It's a bit beat up. There's a piece missing there, and then on the back. But for $5 and a sports game, I'm not really that worried, so grabbed it. Now the last two games were $10 a piece. First up is Monster Truck Madness 64. Whether it's actually worth $10, I don't know, but I do have the box for it. So I'm just happy to get it on the shelf in the box. And I remember playing this game and it being fun, so I figure if I'm going to have fun with it, $10 ain't bad. And the last game that I got from the indoor flea market, which was also $10, is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. And it's a bit beat up, but for $10, that's a pretty solid price for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. For some reason, this one's gone up. I don't think it's terribly hard to find or anything, but it did come out closer to the end of the N64's life cycle. So out of the three, it is the harder one to find. So usually I see it around for like 15, usually around $20 locally. So for $10, I figured it was worth it. So yeah. Actually, I believe all the games I just showed you that I got from the indoor flea market, all 5 of them, I already have the box for, so very happy to get those in the boxes and on the shelf. So that was the indoor flea market and what I got from Nate. The last 2 bundles I got from pawn shops, which in Winnipeg, the pawn shops are actually where my favorite place to shop, just because a lot of times they will be overpriced, but a lot of times you might actually catch a deal too. So the first pawn shop, I got 2 games, nothing crazy. They were both $5 a piece. First up is Life Force. Very happy to get this one. I didn't have it and I really wanted to play it. The corner is coming up a bit. It's a bit beat up. I might be able to clean it up a bit, but for $5 I'm just happy to play it. And the other game I got for $5 is one I hadn't heard of, but I really enjoyed the Nintendo GameCube. I'm not going for a complete collection or anything, but whenever I see a title that I don't have, usually they're cheap enough to grab. So again, for $5, it's fully complete, so I grabbed it, and that is Fireblade. Which apparently is a very American game, because on the back, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's an American flag, and it says, "The only thing left standing is freedom." So, yeah, Fireblade for $5, why not? And the last thing, or the last bundle I got, was from another pawn shop, and their prices were higher, but when they bundled it all, they pretty much cut their prices in half, which was really awesome. So I really want to go back next time I'm there, because last time we were there, Nate and I both scored some good games for cheap there, and this time that we went, we both scored some more games for cheap. So I really want to go again next time, because it seems that they get stock in and they put it on like blowout prices. So yeah, I've always been happy with what I've gotten there. Yeah, so I'll just go through it and tell you what I paid. First up is Genghis Khan 2, Clan of the Grey Wolf on the Super Nintendo. Just card only, but I thought it was kind of a cool looking game. Originally they wanted $5, but after bundling they gave it to me for $2. So for $2 I really figured I couldn't go wrong. The next game that I got from the pawn shop is Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2 for the N64. Now this one was also originally $5, but the guy cut it back to $2, which is awesome. Anytime I can get an N64 game that I still need for $2, I'm gonna do it. There were some games there that actually, now that I look back, I wish I had grabbed. They were a bit rough, but they were ones I needed, and they had them marked at $5. So at $5 with how rough they were, I was like, nah. But when I seen that in the end he gave me the games, like the loose games, for $2, I was like, oh, I should have grabbed more. So next time I'll see if they have more. But yeah, Ready to Rumble Boxing round 2 I needed, and it was $2, so I can't complain. This one was another N64 one I needed, and again it was marked at 5 but down to 2 when he did the bundle deal, and that is NBA Showtime, NBA on NBC. Very happy. It is a sports game, but it's fully complete, and for $2 that's pretty good for any complete game. So yeah, it's one I needed, so very happy to get it on the shelf for a good price. And the last game that I got from the pawn shop is Final Fantasy for the Nintendo. Now, sadly, this one wasn't $2. I believe they rang it up for $40, which isn't bad. It doesn't have the manual or maps, but the game's in really good shape. And I believe my local game store has an extra copy of the manual, which I'll just bundle into a deal sometime. I'm sure Rob's really good for that. So, yeah, it's missing the maps. I'll get a manual for it. They were asking $40, which I did. I was a bit hesitant, but then they bundled the other stuff for cheaper, so I saved like $10 off the other games. So that's why I was willing to pay that. And this one's getting harder to find in my area. I think I've only seen one box copy before, and it was around the $80 mark. So very happy to get this for $40, and especially because I saved money on the other games too. But yeah, that's what I got this Winnipeg trip. Sorry that I don't have much footage. Nate said he would actually share footage with me, but I figured that what I would do is just shoot this video, show you what I got, and then I'll direct you to their video, which will have the footage as well as what they picked up. So make sure you check that out, because they got lots of footage and they both got really good deals. So check out what they got, and yeah, thanks for watching. I'll just end the video with a quick pan over, and I will see you folks with another video soon. So later.